Good evening from BBC London. Coming up this evening, we speak to the widow of Alexander Litvinenko, poisoned in London with polonium, urging people to protest against the Russian invasion of Ukraine.
Just do it, please. Show you are open to this. You don't want a war. You don't want not only Ukrainian, but young Russian soldiers will die. Why? Why they have to die?
That sense, just how difficult it is for people who have friends and family back in Ukraine. Sonia Jessup, thanks very much, reporting from Trafalgar Square there. Well, some Russians living here in the capital have told BBC London they are disgusted at what's taking place in Ukraine and have spoken out against the Russian invasion. Arts and cultural events involving Russians have been cancelled, including plans for a summer season of the Bolshoi Ballet at the Royal Opera House. Aisha Baksh has more. Denis was born in Moscow and now works in publishing in London. He has relatives in both Russia and Ukraine and is desperately worried about his family who are in Kyiv.
My cousin's wife, she said that we were starting to panic. They're hiding somewhere in the basement. We were starting to panic because the tanks are in the city, there's fighting in the city, they don't have any food, they don't have any money, there's nothing they can do. The war needs to stop. I need people to be more proactive. If they have Russian culture within them, they need to be more proactive about stopping the war.
Sonia Gethin came from Russia to study and now works in the music industry. She's also incredibly anxious about what's happening.
Horrible emotions right now. It's shame, it's grief, and it's anger and powerlessness.
This arts and cultural centre in Bloomsbury in central London has long maintained its independence from the Russian government, and now even more so. The centre's director, Elena Sudakova, says they've long supported opposition voices in Russia, and now they're rethinking their events programme to show solidarity with Ukraine.
Being a Russian speaker doesn't equate to supporting Putin's war. And there are very many different Russian communities here in London, and all of them come from different backgrounds and have very different opinions and different points of view. But I think we all stand united against this war. It's a very dark times for us. We condemn Russian military aggression and we stand with Ukraine. And this war should not have happened in the 21st century.
The most recent exhibition explored Russian queer identity, and the curator says Russians living abroad must continue to use their freedoms as a platform for activism.
It's impossible to talk about anything right now except for the war. There are a lot of voices in Russia who oppose. Most Russians are now opposing the war, and it is important, for us to amplify those voices.
So as more groups continue to distance themselves from the actions of Vladimir Putin, Russian Londoners are ensuring by their actions and words they stand with Ukraine. Aisha Baksh, BBC London. An investigation has been launched into the death of a Ukrainian-born oligarch in Surrey earlier this week. Officers were called to a property in Wentworth on Monday. Well, Alice Bandakravi joins me. What more do we know about this?
Well, as you say, officers were called to this property in Portnall Drive in Wentworth at about midday on Sunday. And Mikhail Watford, who was in his